Alright, this is a review of the Humminbird Ice 35. Um, I got this from Thorne Brothers. I believe their shop is up in Minnesota. But anyways, if you order it now, I just got it in January, say 14th, 2013. They have a deal where it's the same price for the unit if you bought it from Cabela's or anything else. But you get a free soft case, which it holds the uh, Humminbird in, and it has pockets on the side. So I put all the extra parts that I didn't use in there, and it comes with battery connectors, but you have no idea. Maybe something, you dropped your battery or something and you broke those and you can't use it. It might save your day if you're in a tournament or something, and that actually made you catch more fish. Saying it won't, but uh, it comes with a 8-foot cable cord. There's a transducer, and one caution, which everybody should not do, is do not set your transducer out and then walk to another hole, and if it's frozen over, take this and use it as a wrecking ball to break open the ice. Because the bottom will, over time, if you keep doing that, it will damage your uh, transducer and it won't get a good signal. But anyways, I'll turn it on. I'll put it on demo mode. You hold the top button in to do all the dialing for zoom, gain, noise. So, and there is uh, that's if it's at night. There's the fish coming up, and it's really slow compared to what it usually is. But yeah, it's red right here, then yellow, then green, and then yellow, green. But anyways, but anyways, yeah, I'll go through the beam, how to tell the difference. It's quite simple. Narrow beam, wide beam. Wide beam, the blue line gets wider. Narrow beam, the blue line gets shorter. And then for I'm on 20 right now, and it's reading about 12 feet to 11 feet, somewhere in there, 11 and a half. But usually when it's real soft, sometimes just weeds, or it's just a real soft bottom. So either way, I usually just fish up to the line just a little bit above, if it's weeds or whatever. And for the battery life, you just hold it in, and it shows the battery life right here. And it'll go away in a little bit right there. And then noise is for interference. So like if you're fishing in shallow water, right up in here, like if you fish from, today I was fishing from 6 to 8 feet of water. I was getting a lot of interference right in here. So I usually just hit noise, and I turned it all the way up, and it cut it all the way out somewhat. But I was fishing with wax worms, and I'd get a fish down here, I'd set the hook, and I'd rip the wax worm off, and all the particles, I think that's what it was. Because it was all right here, and I could see it down the hole, and I was picking it up. So if I can pick up that, all the little wax worm particles, it's good. I don't like using wax worms, because they rip off real easy for the bluegill and crappie. But I usually use spikes. And Yeah. And then for gain, you press it like that, and then that's real narrow, and then you'll see it. I usually set it go like that and see the jig, and then once the yellow goes out, I keep it like that. And I had a real trouble time today with a slender spoon, 1/16 ounce. Oh, whenever you'd lift it up, you'd see it, and then whenever you'd let it go, you'd see it, because it would turn on its side and it would pick it up. But since it's so narrow, it's like a piece of paper pretty much. Which I caught a 11-inch crappie tonight and 11-inch bluegill. Both of the two fish just got this today. Took it out, and those are the two fish. So it was a silver with a red tape, uh, 1/16 ounce slender spoon, and tipped it with wax worms, or just one wax worm. Just did it horizontal with the trebles, laid it right across the top, and then come up and grab the treble. And there's 20, there's 40, there's 80, there's 20, 40, 80, 200. And then zoom for 200 would be like that. And there's zoom for 80 feet of water. There's 40. And if you only have it in the 5 foot or 5 foot thing, at 40 feet right now, if it's 14 feet and 40 feet, so yeah, but sometimes you can dial it down. Oh, wait. There's zoom, go to that, go to that, and then 20. Today I kept it like right about there, because I was fishing in about 8 feet of water to 6, and you won't see them, but with that slender spoon, I'd have a purple, uh, what's it called, wedge with a black jig head, and once I call fishing with the slender spoon, I'd drop that purple jig right down, and then I'd just keep that quivering, that tail quivering, and I just slam it. And then in the shallow water, you don't really need to use zoom because you can see the fish, but I was just using it for the bottom to see if there was anything down there. And some people say like the Vexilars because uh, the line will start like flashing in and out, and they say that they don't like the Humminbirds because it doesn't do that. That's false. I've I used it today and I was like, well, it's quivering with the fish moving. And when I would stop at my bait, I could tell because it would just sit there, and then all of a sudden, right before I got the bite, it would start quivering in and out. And all of a sudden, I just feel a little tick, and there it was. But I think that's it. Uh, here's the transducer. And when you're setting the transducer, the sound waves come off the bottom. So like, say here's the bottom of the ice, like the thickness of the ice. I usually set it right about there, so then you don't get an interference. Some people set it right here, but you do not want to do is say like you had the ice would be like right here where my hand is, the transducer right there. You're gonna get a lot of interference. So, and you don't want it too far down. Like I'll show you an example. You don't want it like that, and the ice be up here and your transducer way down here. Then you're gonna be reading like 4 feet when it's actually like 6, 7 feet. So I think that's it. I would uh, get the case though. It's real nice. Keeps everything, the snow, rain, whatever, out of the away from the battery. And it just, you can put tackle boxes on the side. Bait. I usually put the bait puck on there when I'm moving hole to hole. And yeah, I'll show you guys the back of it. Turn that off. And it has a handle right there. And when you're moving hole to hole for a handle, there's a handle in here that it comes with. You just go like that, grab it, and you can walk around with it. 'Cause at first I was going behind here and trying to go like that, but I just kind of figured you can go like that. But show you the back side. And the back side, oh, and I try to use the float, and I don't like the float really. It gets in the way. I lost like probably 10 fish with the float. It would hook up on the bottom, and I don't like it. But anyways, there's a pouch back here where you can put bait caulk or plastics or something like that. Whatever you want. But uh, there's the battery. There's I believe the positive and the negative. And it comes with battery straps. And it has a pad on the bottom. And all the cords plug in the back. I don't know what that one's for, but I have no idea. But I don't use it. But I would definitely buy this from, it's Thorne Brothers. Type it in Google. It's a real good bait shop. They have all the nice gear. Check out their quiver stick. It's real awesome. I have that. That's real nice. You can actually feel the bite. Even the lightest bite, you can just feel a jig down there bouncing. You'll just all of a sudden feel a little tap. And it's awesome. You can get the bait. You can work the bait a lot better. And they also have the power noodle. And that's just pretty much a built-in string bobber, but it does have a good backbone. And I have J&S custom jigs. Uh, they have plastics with it's like a little plastic with a ball on the end. And if you move with the quiver stick really fast, that ball sits in place, but the rest of the body moves. So check that out. They have other colors in that. I got a turquoise, and I caught I don't know how many bluegill on that. And yeah, they still have this deal. I'm sure I'm not the only one that is gonna buy it, but it comes with the 45 and the 35. So the 45 I won't really buy, but it's your own opinion. Good luck this season. Have a nice fishing season.